Hello, can you all hear me? I'm trying to use my headphones today, so can I get a thumbs up if you're able to hear me properly? Hey, cool. So you're able to hear me. That's nice. Hi Divyanshi. Hi Mahek. So today we'll be doing a Father's Day doodle. So let me first tell you what materials we need for today. Quickly, so you can arrange for it. You need brush pens or color pencils. I also have these pens from Stedler. So anything of this, a drawing pen or a sketch pen, a pencil, an eraser, and you will need a paper like this. So what I've done is I've made it into a greeting card and I'm going to be doing on the front side. A lot of background noise. I'm sorry guys.
Is it better now? Can you hear me better now? Okay. Okay, I'll try speaking louder. Is it better now? Just let me know if you can hear me properly now. I've removed my hands-free and I'll be talking like that. Hey Vishal, hi. Hi Deenajali. Thanks. Thanks. Okay, so yes, you can. Great. So let me show you what we're going to make today. We are doing this special illustration for Father's Day. So I'll also be showing you a little of, so this is very customized according to what my dad likes. He's a nature oriented person. He loves, so that's how I've done. I'm going to show you a little things that you can add and make it more personalized for your father when you're gifting him this card. So I hope you all have your materials ready so we can start. Thank you. Okay. So first we are going to sketch. So what I've done over here is, if you see, I've drawn the father and I've drawn his hand like really, exaggerated. So because it's an illustration art, I wanted to make it comic, and that's me in his arms. So I'll be showing you how to illustrate a boy if you are a boy who's making it for your father, or you can make it like a small girl over here. And I've shown closed eyes because they're actually enjoying the moment of the hug. And then there's this sun kind of a thing, because I wanted to say that he's like the sun in our lives, he's showing you the path. So yeah, something like a sun. And then I've written over here, love you papa. You can write love you daddy, whatever you call your father. You call him dad, daddy. And also, if you don't want to write this, you can just write happy Father's Day. And there are these two leaves here. So let's start. So we'll start by first making the father-daughter duo, and for that I'm just going to, this is my paper, I'm just dividing my paper. So this is a very rough sketch that I'm doing here. So this is where my illustration will be, and here I'm going to write love you papa. Okay. So how do you start illustrating? First you draw a circle for the father. So if you see, this is not according to proportion. His face is really small and his hands are really huge. So if you're trying to achieve that kind of a style, you draw a small circle, a face, and then his neck, and then you draw this big U here, which are his arms. Okay, and that's the hug. I'll stop the messages. Okay, I'll just switch off the comments for some time so you can see this properly. And then I have a little face over here, and my hand of the girl. So I think I can just kind of, okay, so I can have the face here, the girl's hands here. You don't need to be perfect. It has to look a little comical because it has to look a little funny. I'm just trying to do a rough sketch here. And then I'm creating a half sun, okay? So this is a very rough sketch that I've made right now. So I started with a circle, then I drew the neck, and then these huge arms coming here. Then there's this girl's face here, her hands. Okay, if you want to extend the father, you can extend. What you can do is basically you can show the girl who's sitting with her legs, so her legs could be like really big. So you could show something like this too, but I'm going to skip that. Okay, so I think my illustration is almost done. This is how it's going to look. I'm going to have my leaves over here, and then I'm going to write love you papa. Okay, I also want to show you a few other elements that you can include in your doodle. So let me just illustrate on the back and show you. If your father wears a tie, so I'll just show it directly with the pen, so it's darker. If he wears a tie, what you can do is draw a triangle and draw a necktie. So instead of the leaves here, you can have some few elements which I'm showing you here. I'm not going to use them in my doodle right now, but you're free to use them and customize them. So that's the necktie. If he likes photography, then maybe you can just draw a little camera, something like this. Okay. Okay, if you don't want to draw the leaves over here, you can even draw buntings. So I had shown you the buntings when we did the Mother's Day special doodle. So something, you can just draw the buntings like that. Okay, you can have different shapes of buntings again, triangles or maybe little hearts here. Take your time in drawing this, because coloring it is going to be really simple. We're just going to apply flat colors, no shading. If you have watercolors, then probably you need some time to color it. Otherwise, with color pencils or brush pens, you can quite easily do it. Okay, you can draw a small gift for him. So you can use a mixture of all of these, and instead of drawing the leaves here, you could draw these small elements around the sun. If he's really on his mobile all the time, which I think most dads are these days, you can draw a mobile phone with maybe a WhatsApp icon and just kind of highlight it, and so when he sees his card, he knows that you've really taken the pain of designing it according to his likings, according to what he is. Okay, if he wears, like kind of specs, then you can draw his glasses. So a lot of things. I'm going to show you small elements that you can include, maybe a circle and a star. Okay. If he's got these really big mustache, then maybe he can draw his mustache. Maybe draw some lines inside. Okay. What else? You can draw some balloons. Let me know in the comments, guys. When I switch on the comments, I will try to see some elements and try illustrating it so that you can use it in your card. Okay, so balloons like that. What if your father is a singer? Then you can draw a mic, or just something like this. Draw a mic and draw some musical notes around. Yeah, and you can just write la la la, something like that. Okay, so we can do that. Yes, Shruti, I'll try saving this. Okay, let's move on to the illustration now. I'm going to start adding details directly with my pen. So here I'm adding the ears, and I'm going to make very curly hair. My father doesn't have curly hair, but I just like this character to have some curly hair. So some curly hair and a face, and then maybe a neck. Now I'm going to show that they're really hugging each other, and they're really passionate. So I'm going to keep their eyes closed. And since he looks like a young boy, if I don't add the mustache, so I'm going to add the mustache. So he looks a little old, and he's smiling. He's happy. So that's the face. So if you notice, I've created the face. I've not created a straight circle. I've created a tilted circle because I want them both to be touching their heads. What if he's a professor? Then maybe you can draw, a classroom kind of a setting. Yeah. Actually, that makes me think, what if he's a professor? What can you add so that it looks like he's a professor? Narayani, why don't you only suggest something? I'll maybe illustrate that and show it to you. Okay. Okay, I hope you all are comfortable to this point. What I've done is, for people who've just joined in, I've drawn a circle, the neck, the eyes which are closed, and a mustache and some curly hair. Okay. Now moving ahead, I'm going to draw his big arms. Okay, that are his big arms. Now I'm going to draw the girl's face. So for that I'm going to draw the ears first, and I'm going to draw. So I'm not really going to draw the full circle over here because I want the hand to come over it. So I'm first going to draw the hand. So she's probably wearing a t-shirt, and so if you're drawing a boy, you don't have to draw these hair here. What you can do is just draw it like this, so then that becomes a boy. That's a nice thing, Genial. Yes, you can draw files and you can draw folders and notebooks. If your father is an engineer, or maybe if he's a manager in a company, I'm sure he must be wearing like tie, and he must be going to work. So then you can draw a tie, and you can even draw, say, if he's a coffee person. I'm sure you will find dads who are either a coffee person or they are tea person. So you can just draw a cup like that and draw the handle, and right over here say best dad, and maybe there's coffee inside, and then just highlight it. So you can do something like that. Yes, Crazy Unicorn, if he's an engineer and he loves reading engineering books, so we can draw related to that. You can draw a book, you can just draw, you can write engineering books over here, and you can draw something like a book, like a stack of it, like a lot of them. Okay, great. So coming back to our doodle, and I'm going to make the hair of this girl a lot wavy. Like, I'm just going to give it a lot of waves here. Okay, and now I'm going to finish the hand of the father. Now, in case you don't want to draw the hand like this, I think I've just kind of drawn it, so I'll just do this. You can also do the hand. I'll just use this piece. Okay, so if you want, you can also draw like the father. His hand is kind of here. This is the girl. So you can just draw his hands to be like that, if you want to show his hands. So you could draw something like this if you want. It's a very rough drawing, excuse me for that. Yeah, so this is the girl who's also hugging her father. Okay, and yeah, so I think we're kind of done. We're going to draw the eyes, and she's smiling. So till now I think we are good. Okay, now just freehand. You don't need to use a ruler while you're doing this, because it has to be very freehand, and that adds beauty to the drawing. I'm going to draw a half sun or a half semicircle kind of a shape, and then just give it a little bit of an outline. There's a lot of I think love, and there's a lot of amazingness when you create something with your own hands. I think everybody appreciates something which is created by hand. Okay, so I hope you're good till here. Now what I've done for these lines is, if you see these lines, they are all emanating from a central point. So let my center point be here, and I'm just going to draw the lines with pencil. Okay, and I'm just going to outline it outside, not everywhere, so I know where it's. Yes, so the lines which are there inside, I can easily erase it off. So I can just erase off my pencil marks now. Okay. Yes, Parul, I'll try saving it so you can watch it later. Okay, now what we're going to do is we're going to write love you dad, or love you papa, or happy Father's Day, whatever you wish to write. So let me show you various ways of writing that. Okay, I'm going to just can you show guitar doodle? Yes, I will. In the meanwhile, I'll just hold this here for some time in case you want to take a reference and draw any of it. Okay, I hope you're good. So let me show you how you can write. So if you want to write happy Father's Day, instead of writing love you papa, love you daddy, what you can do is, so it's always nice to write it in normal handwriting first, and then we can obviously stylize it. So when you're doing something like, so this is called typography, that is, you're working with alphabets, and you make them look interesting. So I also did a session on typo doodle, and we did Mother's Day special, which was based on typo doodle. So what I usually do is just write what I want to write and then stylize it. So I've written happy Father's Day very roughly here in normal handwriting, and now I'm just going to add my elements. So you see this, you can write. So I am going to write love you papa, but I'm just showing you in case you wish to write happy Father's Day, how do you write it. So you can write happy, and then Father's Day, I'm going to write a small f maybe. Okay, I hope I'm not spoiling this paper here. No. Yeah, so A, so if you see, I've just created this E out of C. So first I did the C and then I created an E, so it looks nice and fun, and I'm trying to balance out the space, right? I find this space to be too empty, so I'm going to add this apostrophe here. Okay, so happy Father's Day, so I'm going to write day now. Like I said, have fun, don't write day just like this. What you can do is write D and then write A on the top, and then Y is, so you know, it looks like the alphabets are dancing, and this looks better than writing day simply. So I've written a D here. I'm going to write an A, and my Y is it's going to be like fun, it's just going somewhere, and maybe there's a heart coming out from here. So this looks nice. You can write something like happy Father's Day. Okay, I'll off the comments for some time. So you can write Happy Father's Day, and if you want you can just give it a little bit of flesh so that it looks dark. Okay, if you want you can use your colored pencils, sketch pens also. So I'm just making it a little dark, and like I said, this is more like a doodle illustration, so I'm not really looking at making it all neat. It just has to look cute, it has to look playful and something fun. So you can write Happy Father's Day like that. Okay, I'll move again to the drawing now. I'll just hold this for some time, so in case you want to see it and draw it, you can. Okay, coming back over here, kind of erased all my lines. So the paper I'm using is not really a very good paper, it's kind of comes out when I erase it. Okay, now I'm going to write Love You Papa. So for that I'm going to write it here again in cursive handwriting. Okay, love you, and then I'm going to write Papa. So when I'm writing Papa, you can write Dad, you can write Father, whatever you call him, Abba. Okay, so I'm just going to write P here. I call him Papa, so I'm going to write P here, and then I'm going to follow this line here, and my alphabets are going to take this line as my guideline to draw my other alphabets. Okay, so sure. So it looks nice, and then if I have this area, maybe I can fill it with a heart. If I feel this is too empty later, I can fill it with a heart, and then I can draw all my other elements around. So this is good. Now we just need to outline it. So let me start outlining it. You can switch to a fat pen, like a pen with a broader nib now if you want. This is my L. If you know brush calligraphy, you can even try brush calligraphy. Okay, so this is Love You, which I've written here. Now I'm going to write Papa. So for that, I'm going to give it double outline. I hope you're able to follow me. So what I'm done is I'm just outlining it double time. So if you have an A, so you just have to create an outline around it. So you create an outline around it and you create your alphabet. Okay, and maybe your heart is coming from here. And then I'm going to draw small circles, maybe some stars, hearts, and you can finish it off. Okay, and now if you want you can add the 2 leaves, or if you want you can add a bunting. So you can add a bunting like this. Okay, this looks very cute. If not, I'm going to add so I'm going to draw a straight line and draw some leaves. Similarly on this side, I'm going to draw one main branch, and then I'm just going to draw some leaves. So if you want to know what is the shape of the leaf that I'm doing, it's like a heart that I'm drawing, and I'm just extending the line inside. Okay. So yeah, I think I'm good. This looks like a good drawing to go ahead with. Just draw the leaves in one direction so that they look natural. So you can't draw a leaf which is up and down and right and left. Just draw everything in like one particular direction, and then you're good to go. Right, and then if you find some empty parts, you can definitely add elements as you wish to. I can also add some lines if I want to here, you know, maybe here. Some dots. If you want, even you can even give a watercolor. If your pen is a waterproof pen like I have, you can even do a watercolor wash first, and then start after doing your pen work, you can do a watercolor wash, and then you can wait for it to dry and then start coloring over it. So you will have a nice background. But I wanted to make it something which is quick, something which you know, most people can do even if they don't have a lot of supplies. So I'm not going to do the watercolor wash today. I'm going to keep it simple and just color it with brush pens. So even if you don't have brush pens, you can use your sketch pens, you can use your color pencils, wax crayons, anything that is available to you. Okay, I'm just erasing off all my pen lines now, and then I'm going to start coloring. Also, while you're starting to color it, don't use too many colors. You know, when you're making a drawing, don't try to fill it up with all the possible colors. Stick to 1 or 2 or 3 colors, and then try and alternate between them, so then your picture looks nice and balanced. Also, you can take complementary colors like blue and orange, blue and yellow, and you know, colors like that, because then the drawing looks good. So I think after erasing, a little bit of my pen line has come out, so I'm just going to outline it again. Okay, I think the eyes of the girl also, sorry guys, just Now I have these brush pens and I'm going to use them to color. Okay, so let's start with orange and yellow. I have a pack of 12. If you have 24, very good. They have a lot of beautiful, lovely colors which you can use. So hey, hi Ankita. Okay, so I'm just going to start coloring. Okay, very easy to paint with these brush pens. You can just use their broad tip. So I'm going to use orange and yellow. If you don't wish to use orange and yellow, you can use like a pink and yellow. That also looks very nice. Use colors that appeal to you. It's your card. It's something that you're doing with your own hands. So also don't worry if you are kind of going out of the edges like I went here. It's okay. It's not a perfect doodle that we're trying to do. It's a rough it's an illustration which is fun and quirky. Okay, also I'll show you what I've done is, now to balance out a few elements, I did not color her hair, but what I did is I took a pen, a black pen or a brown pen, and I'm just going to create lines for her hair. Okay, the purpose of doing that is if I color this area, some areas I can just do some textures and it looks good. So I'm just going to kind of add some texture to her hair, draw some lines here. For her hair, so that looks like her hair, and I've just left some white space so it looks nice. If you want, you can just add a little bit of color some places. And for his hair, I'm just going to do some like a circle. I'm going to scribble. Okay, so I'm just doing like round and round, and I'm filling up his hair. And I'm not going to color his face or his hands. I'm going to leave it white. How can I draw different hairstyles for dad? You can do it in a number of ways. So for example, if your dad's face is something like this, okay, you can draw the curly hair, or if he does like a side partition, then you can do something like this. So maybe side partition like that. Or if this is his face, again you can play a lot with the shapes of the face. You don't really need to stick to an oval shape. Here I've kind of used a more U kind of a shape. Now if you want to do a little spiky, if he's more like this doesn't really go for a dad, but you can do that. It's like center shock khaya wala expression, so it's more spiky, and you can do something like this. Or so you can actually experiment. I'm just going to do lesser hair. If he doesn't have a lot of hair, you can draw less hair. So you just draw little hair and you draw like a broad face, and that's a different way of doing hair. Hi Neha Bhabhi, thank you. So yeah, you have various ways of doing it. Even for the girl, you don't really need to stick to something like that. You can stick to a lot of styles. You can give her something like this, or you can even give her hair which is just like that. So just draw some lines, let it fall on her face, so her face gets a little bit of shape, and you can do something like this too. Okay. Okay, so let's move again over here. Now for his t-shirt, I'm going to use green. You can use blue also. You can use whatever color you want. So I'm just going to quickly fill it with green. Okay. I'm sorry for all the color that is going out. I'm just looking at the screen and drawing, so here and there. Vedant, I didn't get your question. What are you saying for boys? Can you just explain what are you trying to say? Okay. Yeah, so this is good. Now for Papa, I'm going to fill it up with, so I have this fine liner, and I'm going to use this fine liner, and I'm kind of going to do some shading. So what I do is, if you have a sketch pen, nothing like it, and if you don't have sketch pens, if you have watercolors, you can even use watercolors. Okay, I'm going to do a light blue, and then I'm going to take a darker shade of blue. I think I'm not going to take blue now. In my original one, I've taken blue, so here I'll take some purple and try it with some purple. Okay, so this looks really nice. It kind of gives a shaded kind of an effect. I'm going to do it in the bottom area of Papa, and then here I'm going to have light blue again. Okay, you can take your time to color it. It's just that I'm just doing a little bit of scribbling. If you look over here, I've really taken my time and I've colored it really well. I've just spent time doing it. I've spent time in coloring it. So I've written love you Papa here, and if you have another pen, maybe a thinner pen, or if you don't have a thinner pen, it's okay, you can take a brush pen too. I'm just going to run over this love again. So, and some places I can make it a little dark, and some places I can make it a little light. just running my orange color over this, and I'm going to color this heart orange. Okay. Okay, now I'm going to color these circles too. So a purple color here and there. Don't forget to tag me when you share it on your stories, guys. So that's the fun part, when I get to see your creations. And I love how everybody adds a little bit of them when they share their work. So it's always nice that you add your own little elements while you're making your piece. So I'm going to take my green color and I'm going to color the leaves too. You just have to be sure that your pen that you're using is a waterproof pen. If you're using a sketch pen, I would suggest that first you do the outline with a pencil, fill it up with color, and then you later outline it with a black pen. Because if it's not waterproof, at this point everything will start smudging. Okay, so like for example, if you're going to outline it with a brush pen, then I would not suggest you to first color it. Okay. Now if at this point you could just work with light green, or you could add a little bit of a darker shade of green in some leaves. So I'm going to make some leaves dark. Okay. And thank you so much to so many of you who replied to my story and who said that what they want to learn. So I'm going to be conducting sessions. We'll try to do it regularly, mostly every Friday, where we do at least one new art form together. Let me also show you what I plan for the next session. Just give me a minute. So we'll be doing reflective doodling next time in the next session, and let me show you what exactly it is. So this is my little book that I used to sketch, and we'll be doing something like this. We'll be doing doodling. This is called reflective doodling. I'll tell you what it is, and we'll be trying a lot of different styles in it. But do join me the next time. Can you please do a watercolor based tutorial? I will do it. Maybe not right now because I've already done, and if I do a watercolor on this, everything will start blotting. But yes, I'll definitely plan something on watercolors later. So I'm just going to finish up. Everything is almost done, but if you notice, I've done a big okay, I've not done the girl's hands, so I'm going to color it pink. Again, feel free to use the color of your choice, but what I was trying to say is do not use too many colors. And if you see my painting, I haven't used too many colors. I've stuck to, like an orange, yellow, green, blue, pink. That's it. So I'm not used too many colors. Okay, and also please let me know after the session if you liked it, if you did not like it. It just helps me to better. I always like feedback, and it's nice. Okay, so with this one thing which I kind of missed out. So in case you are falling back and you've not really done it till at this point, what I did at this point is I did some stripping and I left a white space. So what I had done is I had kind of drawn a line here, okay, and I did not color inside it, okay, but I missed doing it here. No problems. If you're like me and if you've missed it, it's okay. What we can do is we can still draw a line. Okay, I'm going to draw a line, a rough line around my doodle. Okay, and at this point I'm going to start stripping. Now stripping is another very you can actually make artworks just out of stripping. What you do is you hold your pen really straight, okay, you hold it at this angle, and then you start making dots. But you're not making dots very far, you're making them quite close to each other. So what you do is you stick very close to the line and you start making dots, and as you go further away from the line, you start spreading the dots. They don't have to be that close. So if you see this, now what does stripling do is it kind of just makes my main illustration highlight. So in order to do that, I am I'm stripling here. Okay, this is going to take a little bit of effort, and if you are an adult who is trying this, get your kids. Kids love to do it. Just give them a pen and tell them to make some dots, and they'll enjoy doing that. And if you're a kid, then I'm sure your hand is going to pain after doing this. So take it easy and go slow, but enjoy the process. Again, making dots is as fun as making lines. So usually when I just don't know what to do, or there are too many ideas in my head and I don't know where to start from, I keep a diary with me. So this is the diary which I showed you, and I keep doodling inside it. So if you want to see, I'll just do a small, so this is like a loose watercolor vegetables that I tried. Then I do like rough sketches. Now this one is like really rough. I like this part and I like this part. I think I screwed up this thing. And when I do these doodles, they're not with pencil, they're directly with pen. So if you see, I've not used the pencil anywhere, it's directly with a pen. So sometimes I screw it up and I never share it, but I always have this kind of a diary with me. So even these patterns which I'm going to teach you the next time, they are also all directly with a pen. I've not used a pencil for them. And it's very nice because sometimes you don't want to create, but you don't want to use a lot of your head and your energy in thinking, oh, what should I do? Like like when I had to make this card, I had to really think what do I want to put, what are the important elements. So I thought I'm going to put my father and me who are hugging each other. I'm going to write love you papa. But when you're just doing some reflective doodling, when you just with a piece of paper and a pen, you can just go on and on and on, and it kind of really feels nice because it's like a de-stress activity that you can do. Hi Shruti. Yes, I can show you the fingers. In fact, I'm also going to plan a free live session wherein I show you how to draw human faces and how to draw human faces and hands and legs, because I think that's very tricky, and I believe in using the stick figure approach. So you first draw a stick figure and then you add flesh around it, and it becomes always so easy to draw even the most complex human figure. And especially when you're doing such cartoons or something, you need to have a little bit of sense of anatomy. You need to know a little bit about proportions, because if you know about it, it becomes easier to do these caricatures or illustrations. Thank you everybody for all the beautiful comments you are sending out. Okay, so, and if you want, you can just spread out these dots more. I wish I had left this space white like I left it here, but I just forgot it. It's okay. But if you've not reached that point, then probably you can just leave that space white and do it. But it doesn't look that bad here too. Okay, so this is how my card looks at this point. If you want, you can obviously, so I'm just going to take a step further and I'm going to do some lines on his t-shirt, which you can. So you can make some lines on his t-shirt. Or you can just skip this part, whatever you would like to do. So I've just made some lines and some dots here and there. If you want, you can add some dots even for her. Thank you, Supriya. Okay, yes, I think this is good. This is how it will look. Also, I'll show you how to write Happy Father's Day in one more style, since we have a little bit of time right now with us. Manju Garg, it's always a pleasure working with you. Thank you so much. Okay, so you can write, so I'll try writing fathers first. Okay, so like I say, this is typo doodling and I'm just kind of enjoying myself. So I'm going to write F and then make the letters flowy, make them fun. I'm going to write T, and maybe my T could have like a swirl. Okay, and my H could be down. Okay, so they're not all following a line, so I'm not really writing everything on a line. I'm going up and down. E. Okay. R, and so this is fathers. Will it be saved on IGTV? I'm going to be saving it on my YouTube channel. The only reason is sometimes I face a lot of issues, posting it on IGTV, and I spend like hours just trying to upload it. So it's easier for me to upload it on my YouTube channel, and then anybody wants a link, I can just share the link. So you can go to my YouTube channel and you can watch this video as well as all the other videos that I've done till now. I hope you would like them. Okay, and since I've done fathers like a real curly style and I've added so many flourishes to it, day I'm going to write very simple. I'm just going to write it like simple because I want my focus to be on fathers, that word, and not on anything else. So Father's Day, and then over here happy I'm going to write again very simply. I'll do one thing. I'll post pictures of my rough work also. So all this rough also I will post it immediately on my feed, so you can so after this session I'll post this picture and I'll post pictures of all of the rough doodles that I've done, so it's easier for you to do it. Thank you Shruti Almal, thank you Dee. What's my YouTube handle? It's Vibha Thakkar, and you can just go to my bio. So you go to my page and there's this link in the bio. Just click on that and you'll go to my page. Or in case you're not able to find it, just DM me and I'll share the link with you after this session. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed till here, and this is a final card. It's not as perfect as this, obviously. Like I always say in my live sessions, I am looking at the screen and I'm also drawing over here, so I kind of don't find my piece, but I try to do a decent job. So it's not that bad, but it's not as good as this. But I hope you liked all of the other things that I shared. In case you want to refer to any of it, I'll make it available on my feed after the session, so you can go and check it. And do share your work. I'll be happy to repost it on my stories. And have a happy Sunday, guys. The Father's Day is, by the way, this Sunday. So we usually do a lot of things for our mothers, but we forget to wish our dads and make them feel special. Maybe a greeting card, and maybe you can try making a cake at home or something. Lot of recipes online that you can find. So do something special for him. Have a nice quarantine Father's Day. Thank you for everybody for joining. It's so nice to have you all live with me. Bye-bye. Thank you, Shruti. Thank you, Ricky. Thank you. Bye. Thank you, Mama. Bye.